Hey all, what is up? What is going on? I hope you guys are having a good day. I was sitting down here and I was like, I don't really feel like skating, right? Because my legs hurt from last week, right? So, I decided to make a YouTube video, on things to do when you're bored in session. So just give me a moment to pull up the list that I have, wherever it is. Here we go. I've got about 2, 4, 6, 8, like maybe 10 different things that you can do if you don't know what to do. You've tried a whole bunch of stuff, but nothing's doing it for you, which I can't really say myself because I love this game. I have like 500, Jesus Christ, 500 plus hours on it. Anyways, let's start with the first thing, which is play as your favorite pro. Now, granted, there aren't many pros in the game as of right now. Hopefully, which I put in my things to make session better video. I gave them a suggestion to add more pros along with the DLCs, so hopefully they add that. But here I have a clip of me playing as Daimon Song. He's in my top 5. Absolutely amazing. So I played as Daimon Song for a bit. Did some of his tricks that he did like in real life as well, so that's pretty cool. Alright, next up, we got finding a blank area and use it as a DIY spot. So take for example Brooklyn Banks or San Francisco. I'll put my DIY park at Embarcadero up on the screen right here. So as you can see, because it's such a wide and open flat space, I took that liberty and decided to put a bunch of the DIY objects there, and it turned out really nice. I really like skating all this stuff because usually it's pretty bland, pretty dry, not a whole lot of stuff to do, but the DIY objects can really make those flatter areas really way better. So you can find a flat spot, pretty barren area, and make it something really cool. Alright, next up we got use scenarios. Now scenarios, if you don't know what they are, if you go into experimental, you should see it. Now I play with the Brooklyn Banks scenario, which is really awesome, and it makes Brooklyn Banks better. Honestly, I really like it. It adds a whole bunch of different rails, new stair sets to gap, and a whole bunch of other stuff, which is really cool, and I like playing with it because there's more stuff to do, as well as the Philly Christmas scenario, which doesn't do much, but it still makes your what do you call it, the city look pretty cool, especially during the holidays. You can turn that on and make it look all festive. Hopefully they do add more in the future. I should have put that in my suggestions video, but more scenarios would be amazing. I love the scenarios. Alright, next up we got Skating Switch, which Skating Switch is pretty cool, and it makes a whole lot of your tricks more impressive because it's not your normal stance. I like to have the left and right foot board settings, to make it just a little bit more difficult, a little bit more realistic as well. So that definitely, it makes tricks feel a lot more rewarding when I get them in Switch, and I'm sure it'll do the same for you. Landing tricks in Switch always feel really great. Alright, we got freestyle skating next on the list. So if you didn't know already, you can go into I think experimental as well, and turn on Caspers, Primos, all that stuff, and try some freestyle skating. I think it looks, it is pretty cool. Freestyle skaters are crazy, so to be able to do it in session is really cool. I think more freestyle tricks would be pretty cool as well, other than just Caspers and Primos. But I mean, doing all these flips and stuff is already pretty good. It's pretty fun to do freestyle in sessions, so I highly suggest it if you haven't already. Alright, next up we got play skate with your friends. But Parth, Session doesn't have multiplayer. I know it doesn't. But you know, if you have friends, you can, you know, go on like a FaceTime call or Discord call or something like that. You can like share your screen with them or whatever, point your camera at the screen, and you can find a spot and play a game of skate there. I do this with my one friend, and I mean, not to brag, but I think I've won almost every single time. So that's always really fun, just playing some skate, making your friends fail your gnarly tricks. But yeah, that's a simple way that I like to, you know, play quote unquote multiplayer in session. It's a great way to actually play with people. Play with manual catch. Now, I'm sure most people that play session and that are watching this video do play with manual catch, and if you don't, you really need to. It's great. It is pretty hard at first, but you'll get better with more and more practice. But you know, it makes the game more challenging, and it feels more rewarding when you land tricks. So it's just a great way to make session feel better and feel more rewarding. Replicating tricks that have like been done in real life, you know, like in skate parts, you know, New York City and any of those. Do some tricks that have been done in real life. Like right here, I'll show my clip of the Uternado, which is like a 270 something to a tail slide or nose slide and then 270 out. But I got the Uternado here, as well as Chris Cole's 50-50 on that gnarly freaking Philly rail, which is sick. But doing those tricks that have been done in real life, I don't know. It's cool to replicate what you see the pros doing, and you know, putting that into the video game. It's pretty cool, and it also gives you a challenge to sort of do what they did. And last but not least, skating with a new board setup and character style. So when I say this, I mean, like, you know, change up your style. If you haven't changed or, you know, edited your character in a while, then you should. You know, put a new shirt on it, put some new glasses on it, and your character will not only look more stylish when doing tricks, but it will also look more stylish in clips, which is awesome. And as for board setup, I mean, basically the same thing. You know, if you're skating a small board right now, maybe get a bigger board, or maybe, you know, do something crazy like a super small board with super big trucks, and skate like that would be, I haven't tried that, but it would be pretty fun. So that's really it. If you've been bored in session, you know, don't know what to do, take these things into account, try some of them out, and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and I will see you guys in the next video.